Morning, everybody.
Morning.
I was waiting to see if Stacy Grant joined us. She has not, but neither has her client. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Mr. Albie's with us for the department. Ms. Williamson is with us for CASA. Mr. Barfield is with us representing the children. Ms. Grant is not with us. She represents the mother, Ms. Kroll, who is also not with us. And then we have an unknown father. I've got several people in the waiting room. Mr. Albie, who were you looking for?
Cassie Kopic, Your Honor.
Okay.
We have an alleged father at this point in time. I'm not sure where we're at on the status of my pleadings, but Adam Slater is now the alleged father, and I believe that he may be present, and Mr. Hamker represents Mr. Slater.
All right, they're both here, so I'll get them in.
For the record, Your Honor, Stacy Grant was present in a companion case to this case on Tuesday. That case is out of Armstrong County, and Miss Grant represents the mother, who's the same mother in that case. And she represented to the court that she had not talked to her client in at least 6 weeks.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead then. Okay, for the record then, the court's just been informed that we now have an alleged father, Mr. Slater, who is with us, and his attorney, Mr. Hamker, is also with us. So again, Ms. Grant is not here, nor is her client, Ms. Kroll. So this case was set for 9 o'clock. It's now 9:07. We'll proceed in their absence. Mr. Albie, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would call Miss Cassie Kopic.
Yes.
Laney's approximately 4 months old.
Yes.
She is currently placed with a grandparent, maternal grandmother, where her siblings are placed.
Yes.
Is that placement meeting all of Laney's needs?
Yes.
Any concerns about how that placement's handling this child?
No.
And is the placement making sure that Laney attends all of her medical appointments at this time?
Yes.
Laney's mother is Lori Crowell.
Yes.
Lori, soon after this child was born, left the child with her mother and has not made significant contact with either the child or with St. Francis since that time.
Since around October, yes. When the child was removed is when she left her there.
And you have attempted to reach out to Miss Kroll on a number of occasions and have not been successful.
Yes.
But based upon your knowledge of Miss Kroll and her past, and with your knowledge of her in another case out of Armstrong County, did you develop a service plan?
Yes.
Was that service plan based upon what you believe are going to be the issues when you finally do have contact with Miss Kroll?
Yes.
Did you file that service plan with the court?
Yes.
And have you outlined the services set forth in that service plan in the court report that you filed with the court?
Yes.
Today, are you asking that that service plan be made in order of the court so that Ms. Kroll is obligated to work some services in this case?
Yes.
One of those would be that Ms. Kroll do a hair strand UA drug screen immediately.
Yes.
And if that wasn't set forth specifically in your plan, are you asking the court to order that Ms. Kroll be ordered to UA and hair strand drug screen today?
Yes.
It has come to your attention that Mr. Adam Slater may be the father of Laney.
Yes.
And he's reached out to you and talked to you about the fact that he believes he's the father.
Yes.
In fact, is it your understanding that he took an over-the-counter DNA test prior to the child coming into department, and that DNA screen showed that he was the father.
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Slater about whether or not he wants to have Laney placed in his care?
He does.
And have you run background checks and background checks and CPS history checks on Mr. Slater?
Yes.
Are there any concerns about whether or not Mr. Slater should have Laney placed in his care?
And there are concerns. He does have a reason to believe for sexual abuse on a case in 2011. He was arrested for that too, and they dismissed the charges for that. He has some other criminal that hasn't been like, he was charged but not convicted of as well.
Most of those criminal charges were from several years back. Would you agree?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to visit with Mr. Slater in his home?
Yes.
Does Mr. Slater's home appear acceptable and appropriate if the court was to order Laney to be placed in his care?
Yes, and he has a room for her and everything that she would need in that room.
Are there other people that live with Mr. Slater?
Yes. He has a girlfriend that lives there, her 2 kids, and then he has a son that lives there, and then a daughter that sometimes stays.
We've been hesitant to just take Laney and drop him off at Mr. Slater's home without some court intervention. Is that correct?
Yes.
Laney's been in the care of her grandmother for a couple of months, and that's a large portion of her life.
Yes.
But Mr. Slater, if he's the father, would be a non-offending parent. Would you agree?
Yes.
And we don't have any real danger projections with Mr. Slater.
No.
In the meantime, it would be unsafe to return Laney to Lori at this time because we don't know what Lori's current situation is.
Yes.
It would be contrary to Laney's general welfare to return Laney to Miss Kroll at this time.
Yes.
So whatever the court decides today with Mr. Slater, you're asking that the court continue the department as temporary managing conservator, and that Laney's placement be according to what the court wants.
Yes.
Have you developed a service plan for Mr. Slater in the case the court continues this case and orders that Mr. Slater work services?
I did. The only service that I put on it for him was for him to have genetic testing.
And that's only if the court does not want to take notice test that Mr. Slater performed prior to the child coming into care.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Kopic. I'll pass the witness room.
All right, thank you. Mr. Hamker, any questions? You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Thank you. Ms. Kopic, you stated in response to one of Mr. Alvey's questions that you have no real concerns with respect to placing the child with the father, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're aware that the grandmother and he worked together to have the DNA test done at any lab test now in Amarillo?
I wasn't aware of that. The one that he provided to us with the incorrect name, he said that he met Lori there to get it done.
Okay. Are you aware that the grandmother that has care of Laney and he get along real well? You under
To
that?
my knowledge, they do.
And do you know what a day for Laney is like?
Can you say that again?
Do you know what Lainey does during the day?
Well, she stays with her grandma, and then the days that her grandma works, that she goes to daycare.
Okay.
But
And in fact, it's true, the grandmother takes her to daycare by 7 o'clock every morning, and she stays in daycare until almost 7 o'clock every night.
that's about when Connie gets off work.
Yes. So wouldn't it be in the best interest of this child that if she were placed with her father so that she could have her own father's contact during the day rather than a daycare worker?
My understanding was that he worked, but
If he's not working, wouldn't that be in the best interest?
I mean, people have to use daycares when they have jobs. I mean, ultimately, I guess it'd be great for any kid to be able to spend 24/7 with their parent.
Okay. Now, with respect to the concern regarding the allegations which happened many, many years ago, uh, are you aware of the fact that the person that made that allegation recanted and said she was lying, and then that's when the charges were dropped? Are you aware of that?
I wasn't aware of that. I knew that the charges were dropped, but I didn't know why.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to object as to hearsay as to what the potential victim said. And if he's trying to present it today for the truth of the matter asserted.
Sustained.
Do you know the attorneys that were involved in that case?
No, I don't.
Do you know if Mr. Alvey was involved in that case?
Adam said that Mr. Alvey has been his attorney in the past, but I don't know if it was specifically for that case. I think that attorney was named Harold or something like that, but I'm not familiar with him.
Okay.
And Judge, for the record, I did represent Mr. Slater prior to coming to work for the DFPS on several cases, but I don't know if any of those had any effect on today's case. But if Mr. Slater objects, then I will gladly withdraw and we'll present somebody else to handle the case.
Right. We'll get to that. Mr. Hamker, you can finish your questioning.
So is there any objection by the department to this report, that any reason for you to think that it's an incorrect report from the people that tested?
What is it, Mr. Hamper? I could see the very corner of the page.
Your Honor, I have filed it with the court. It's a DNA test result, which shows that he's 99.999% the father.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Do you have any problems with that test result?
My understanding is the name is incorrect on the result.
Well, this is corrected. I contacted their deal, and this one, they saw the error and they've corrected, as you can see the name on the top.
Well, I can't see it, but I'll take your word for it.
Okay. You see that name?
Okay, yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, it says father. All right. Do you have any problems with that test?
I don't have any problems with that test.
Okay. He'll be glad to take another one for you all if you all would like to pay for it.
We do our test.
We'll get to that in a minute when I admonish Mr. Slater. That's up to him, completely up to him.
Do you have anything that you need him to do to get his child?
The only thing that I put on my family plan was for him to do the genetic testing.
Okay. Can you arrange that for him?
If the judge orders the genetic testing, we do it through the Attorney General's office and we send that off, and then they schedule the appointments. And then we notify the parent of when the appointment is and the caregiver so they can take the child. But yes.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Barfield?
Thank you, Judge. Ma'am, do you know what, excuse me, I'm kind of horsey today. Do you know what Mr. Slater does for a living?
He told me, but I can't remember exactly what it was, but he worked for a company out of Canadian and he's worked there for like 13 years.
Okay. Has he provided pay stubs for you or anything?
I didn't ask for them. I'm sure he would if I did, though.
Have you had time to formulate a family plan of service for Mr. Slater?
Yes.
Okay. Has he signed that family plan of service?
No, I did not present it to him. The only thing that I put on the plan was for him to do the genetic testing.
Okay. Other than that, genetic testing, are there any services that you think, I understand he's a non-offending parent, but are there any services that the department would want him to work in this particular case other than the genetic testing?
Well, we don't have any like allegations of anything against him. Like there's no, like the criminal history doesn't indicate any kind of drug use or anything like that. I mean, we could offer him counseling and stuff like that, but I mean, nothing that we have gathered that he actually needs any of those services. And he had a previous case in 2011 where he did rational behavior and he took a sexual abuse awareness class. So he's complied in the past with services with the department.
Okay. So you're not asking for drug testing on Mr. Slater?
I mean, I don't think it would be a bad idea to have drug testing on him, considering the mother was using drugs. And in the previous case, I did talk to him about that and he was a little offended, but he said he would do whatever we needed him to do. So.
Now, you mentioned that there are several other children in the home. How many other children are in the home right now with Mr. Slater?
His girlfriend has the 2 kids, and then his son lives in the house, and then the other one is like whenever she wants to come, but she doesn't come that often.
Okay. And do you know who his girlfriend is?
Yes, Farron Reed.
Okay.
I might be saying the first name wrong.
And do you know if Farron Reed has any criminal history?
I ran a background check on her and nothing came up.
Okay. How old are the other children in the home?
I can't remember the ages. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's just, I mean, do you have, I mean, are they teenagers? Are they infants? Are they adults?
Between 6 and 16, I think is.
Okay. And I can always ask Mr. Slater questions too. So if you don't know something, just tell me you don't know. And
yeah, I'm sorry. He told me, but I can't remember.
That's fine. All right. Okay. I'll pass the witness, Judge.
All right. Anyone else have further questions for Ms. Coppett?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Coppett, has Mr. Slater been given any visitation with Laney?
He's worked out with the grandma and he's went and visited Laney at grandma's house. If that wouldn't have worked, we can set up stuff, but I mean, he contacted her and she let him come over there. So.
All right. The department doesn't have any problem with that?
No.
What were you mentioned other criminal charges other than the allegation of sexual abuse. What were the other criminal charges that were dropped?
Can you give me a second and let me? There was in 99, a robbery, 2000, assault causing bodily injury and a terroristic threat, in 01, criminal trespass, 04, stalking, 04, theft, and then 2011, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon was dismissed, deadly conduct, and he got probation for that. And then in 11, indecency with a child, and then 18, deadly conduct, and that was rejected. And then in 2022, assault causing bodily injury, but that was dropped.
Okay. Pretty extensive. All right, then, Mr. Albee, you have any other witnesses?
Due to the circumstances in this case, Your Honor, I do not. I'll let somebody else call Mr. Slater, I think.
All right. Let's. This is as good a time as any kind of clear this up. Mr. Slater, since you've done your own DNA test, I understand that, but I need to go ahead and admonish you. You have the absolute right to have the court order that you do a DNA test that will prove, just like the one that you took, assuming the results would be the same, prove you're not the biological father of Laney, or you can waive that right and ask that I go ahead and enter a judicial order that finds that you are the biological father of Laney. If you do that, then once you're established as a biological father, it comes with all the privileges and also the responsibilities of having another child, which means at some point you could be asked to pay child support, things like that. So, and I don't know, Mr. Hamker, if you discussed this with him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If y'all need to go in a breakout room, just let me know. But Mr. Slater, do you want me to order DNA testing, or do you want me to enter an order today that says that you are the biological father of the child?
I would ask that an order be entered that I am the father.
Okay, all right, thank you. And you can just go ahead, Mr. Slater. I was curious too. What are the ages of the other children in your home?
Lennox is 9 and Cashton is 11, and then my 15-year-old son.
Okay. Does he live with you full time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Has he been in any kind of juvenile trouble?
No, sir, not at all. Straight A student.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then Ms. Grant still has not ever joined us. So, Mr. Hamker, do you have witnesses?
Your Honor, I would call Mr. Slater.
Okay. Mr. Slater, if you would, please raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hamker.
Mr. Slater, you've heard the history that you have with respect to criminal offenses just a minute ago, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I would like to explore those a little because I know there's a story behind each one of those and a reason behind each one of those. The one, I believe in, what year was it that you were assaulted and pulled a gun on the two gentlemen that assaulted you? What year was that?
I'm not 100% sure, but it's around 10 or 11.
Okay. Is that the one you received probation on?
Yes, involving
Was-
Jesus Villegas. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Was that a deferred case? Were you granted deferred on that?
Yes.
Okay. So that one is behind you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The latest one, would you describe to us what that was about?
Which one was it? The last assault?
Yes.
It involved the motorcycle gang here in town. It was the Banditos. Now, I ride motorcycles, and apparently we made them mad, and they decided it was we were at a bar, and they decided that they were going to jump me, and I made it to my pickup and grabbed a firearm in self-defense, never shot at anybody, fired a shot in the air. That was after we had called 911. And finally, after everything was done, I believe it was dropped out because the camera footage, and I don't remember the exact terms that they used for it, but
Did you serve any time in jail on that?
I did go to jail that evening, but I was out the next morning. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Any of those other charges that were against you that you think the court needs to know about?
No, sir.
All right. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Albee, any question?
I don't have any questions, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Barfield?
Yes, thank you, Judge. Mr. Slater, what do you do for a living?
I'm a drilling consultant for Hadaway Consultant and Engineering out of Canadian, Texas, and I'm 50% owner of Knucklehead Service Center here in town.
Okay. And you have obviously we've heard about your family. You have a home that's Miss Coppock has visited, and
Yes, sir.
you already have a room set up?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Now, do you work from home, or how does that work?
Well, most of the time my job is I can do it remotely, but with my children that I have now, it's been pretty easy for me to leave to go to the field when I need to. So, and since all this has came about, I've been with them for almost 14 years. They did specify an office job, which will be in Canadian. So,
Okay. Well, what would your plan be if Lainey was placed with you? What would your plan be for her care during the day while you're working?
I would leave her here with my girlfriend, Farron. That way we don't
Okay.
have to do the daycare.
Okay. And how long have you been with Farron?
A little over a year now.
Okay. And does Farron have a job?
No, she does not. She's a full-time mother.
Okay. And her children, what are their names and ages?
Lennox is 9 and Cashton is 11. And she's got 2 older children as well. River, he is 18, and then Caden is 23.
And do they live in the home?
No, they do not.
Okay. To your knowledge, well, her children are young enough. Are you aware of any medical needs or anything that Laney might have that need to be taken care of?
No, other than just our regular checkups. I mean,
Okay.
she's been pretty healthy, so.
Okay. All right. Now my understanding is you've done one deferred adjudication successfully. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what was that for?
It was, I believe it was for the firearm in the direction of Jesus Vallejos, which I'm not 100% because I know they got combined, and it's been so long ago. I don't know. They were combined, and I think that there was few that were dismissed if I pled guilty to the discharging of the firearm or whatever it was. So
Okay, discharging a firearm in a public place. I represent lots of people on that. How long did you do deferred adjudication?
It was less than 3 years because I completed everything successfully, paid all my fines, and got off early. So
Okay, so you do not have any felony convictions, as you said.
no, sir, I do not.
Do you have any misdemeanor convictions?
For the trespassing, I believe was a misdemeanor case, and it was because there was an eviction and we didn't leave the property in the time that they specified. So,
How long have you been in your current home?
I've been here for 2 years,
Okay. Do you own or rent?
renting.
Okay. I'm assuming that you have adequate transportation.
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you have a company vehicle?
No, sir, I do not. I am a contract 1099 hand for them.
Okay.
So,
All right. Is there anything that would prevent you from making sure that Laney got to doctor's appointments if need be, and that dental and anything like that?
no, sir, there's nothing preventing that.
Okay. And now you've indicated, and I'm just going to give you one more shot at this. You've indicated to the court that you wanted the court to adjudicate you as the father in this case.
Yes, sir.
And the court admonished you. You understand that's once that's done, and there's no take backs. You understand that?
Yes, sir. I've been taking care of her since before she was born, paying Lori for support, getting her everything she needs, helped her fix up the home that she was in for Laney to be for her arrival. So,
did you know that you were did you suspect, or were you told by the Laney's mom that you were the father previous to this?
yes, sir, I was, and it was a one night stand after we've known each other for a few years, but then we met back up, and then she said that she was pregnant and that it was mine, and that's why I told her I'd be here for her, but I did want to do the DNA testing, and that's where we got that one done at. So.
Now, did you actually go to a lab and have that DNA testing done?
Yes, sir. I went to any lab test now, and then actually 3 or 4 days later, Lori was able to take Laney because she had complications after having her. So.
Okay. And when was that test done?
Around 8.
And Mr. Hamker, he has the report. He can
Yeah.
he can just let me know that here in a minute.
Around 8/4/24, somewhere around there. I don't remember the exact date, but it was 2 or 3 weeks after she was born, I believe.
Okay.
So it was pretty quick.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate you talking to me. That's all the questions I have, Judge.
Okay. Anyone else? Anything else?
Your Honor, I have one follow-up question.
Okay.
Mr. Slater, when you're working for Hadaway, what is your salary?
They pay me a day rate of $1,850 a day.
All right. No further questions.
All right. All right, then, Mr. Hamker, do you have any other witnesses?
No other witnesses, Your Honor.
Mr. Barfield, any witnesses?
I have no witnesses, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Slater, I had one other question I needed to ask you. We've heard that Mr. Alvey's represented you in the past. Do you have, which he's already graciously offered, he will step down and recuse himself if you want him to. Do you want Mr. Alvey to step down and have someone else represent the department in this case, or do you have a problem with him?
No, sir, I have no problem with it at all. He's a stand-up guy, so I'm perfectly fine with him being here.
Mr. Barfield, do you have any problems with leaving Mr. Alvey in?
Absolutely not.
Okay, the court has no problems either. I just wanted to get that on the record. So, okay, then, if nothing else, Mr. Barfield, recommendations?
Your Honor, before I make a recommendation, could I meet with Mr. Alvey and Ms. Kopic real quick in a breakout room?
Sure. And I'll tell you, I'll tell you where I'm headed. And
Okay.
it's strictly because, I don't want to make the wrong decision about placing a child with someone that child doesn't know. I'm going to order an expedited home study
Okay.
regardless.
Okay, then that, Judge, you just nipped what I wanted to talk about. But I just want to go on the record real quick. This is more for Mr. Slater's benefit, Your Honor. Um, my only thing is the ad litem is out of an abundance of caution, exactly the same direction, Mr. Slater, that Judge Graham is going, and that's what I was going to discuss with Mr. Alvey and Ms. Coppick. I'm sure I appreciate you stepping up, and I'm sure everything would go fine. But as the ad litem for this child, I have an obligation to have an abundance of caution and maybe sometimes be overly cautious. So I would ask the court order a home study as well. And that's what I was going to talk to the department about, Judge. So
Okay.
right now, I just think we need that before I just feel comfortable just saying, hey, let's go. Plus, I'm the ad litem in the companion case, which I think there needs to be a little time for Bree and for the other daughters. They've been with their sister. I think there's that issue that I think they may need a little time and a little transition period. I know that doesn't have anything to do with Mr. Slater in this case necessarily, but I just can't ignore that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mrs. Williamson, Cost, have anything to add?
We have nothing more to add. We're in agreement with Mr. Barfield.
Okay, all right then.
Is there,
Okay,
can I say something real fast?
Sure, real quick.
Yeah, sorry. I know that they haven't been aware that I have been in Lainey's life since she was born. So I just wanted to make sure that they knew that. I mean, we have pictures of when she was an infant. I mean, so I know that he said something about a stranger. My kids want to see their sister as well. So I mean, but I know Lori was real private, but I have been there since Lainey was born. So
Okay, I understand that.
okay,
Thank
you.
But you understand, my job is to do what's best for
Yes,
Lainey. And, I've been doing this long enough. I have some concern with your criminal background, even though you weren't convicted of all but one. But, where there's smoke, sometimes there's fire. And I want to be sure that you've gone through a proper home study before I do that. Because, I can see what's coming. Once we place Lainey with you, she'll probably be with you the rest of her life. And we want to be sure we get it right. And frankly, from kind of another standpoint, none of us, Mr. Barfield, nor me, nor anyone, want to pick up the newspaper some morning and find out something's happened to Lainey. And then they start saying, well, why did you send her with this guy that's had all this background without doing a home study? So it's really out of an abundance of caution. I think we all know where it's headed, but we're just going to do it right the first time. So,
Yes, sir. Understand.
We understand.
Okay. So first of all, based on Mr. Slater's testimony, I do find that Adam Slater is in fact the biological father of Lainey, and I will establish that parent-child relationship today. I will continue the partner as temporary managing conservator. I will continue Lainey's current placement. I'm going to order an expedited home study on Mr. Slater. If that home study comes back approved, then I'm going to order that Lainey be placed with him immediately. No need to come back to court. If that home study passes, we'll go ahead and do that. In the meantime, it sounds like you're getting visitation with her anyway. I'm going to order that Mr. Slater have visitation with Lainey as agreed to by the department and Mr. Slater. Mr. Slater, I don't have any problem with it. Let me ask you this, Mr. Barfield. Until we get that home study back, do you want it to be supervised maybe by grandma?
I think that would be appropriate, Your Honor.
Okay. So basically what I'm saying, Mr. Slater, the department will have to sign off on it, but you can see Lainey anytime that grandma lets you do it. But until we get this home study back, I don't want you to have any unsupervised. So
Okay.
if you want to take your other kiddos over there, or if grandma wants to come with Lainey to your house, I don't have a problem with any of that. But we'll get all this stuff out of the way, and then we'll probably be out of your life a lot quicker. So,
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And then I'm just going to order that Mr. Slater drug test if requested by the department. Ms. Coppick, that'll be up to you. If you want to send him for a drug test just to cover your bases, that's fine. I'm not going to order it other than that he cooperate with it. All right, let me see if I've missed anything. I don't think so. Okay, That will conclude this hearing. Our next hearing will be the initial permanency hearing. That will be on April 4th, 2025. And that will be by Zoom, just like today's hearing. So all parties and attorneys can go on the court's online docket or talk to your lawyers a day or two before April 4th, and then you'll know the exact time we're going to have that hearing. So,
Judge Graham, I'm sorry, excuse me, Judge Graham, were you going to order drug testing for mom as well?
oh yeah, I did mean to do that. Yeah, I'll order that Ms. Kroll, both hair strand and UA drug screen by 4 p.m. today. And where would that be? I don't know where she's at, or do y'all know where she's at?
It would be for Care Express.
And
Okay.
Judge, she's already been ordered in the companion case to do that already in the
Okay.
Armstrong case. So
Okay, I'll go ahead and order it in this case too. So it will be, I'll order her to drug screen by 4 p.m. today at Care Express in Amarillo. So, okay, that will conclude this hearing. Let me see. I will, Mr. Albie's with us for the department. Casa is with us. Mr. Barfield's with us representing the child. Mr. Hamker's with us representing the father, Mr. Slater, who is with us. And Ms. Grant is with us representing the mother, Ms. Kroll, who is not with us. Ms. Grant, were you expecting her?
No, Your Honor, I am not. I have not had contact, but we did forward the notice of this hearing to the only email we had.
Okay, she's not attended a hearing yet, so I did not expect her either. So,
No, Judge.
okay, that's everyone except the mother. This case was set for 9 o'clock. It's now 9:05. We'll proceed in her absence. I have Darlene Schultz, Cindy Young, and Cassie Kopic in the waiting room.
Cindy Young is our volunteer.
I'm sorry, both of you. I know who Cassie is. And who's your volunteer, Cindy?
Cindy Young, yes.
All right, we'll get her in. Okay, they're both with us. So, Mr. Albie, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would call Ms. Cassie Coffin, correct?
Yes,
And where is Laney currently placed?
with her dad in Pampa.
And that is Adam Slater.
Yes,
And is he meeting all of her needs at this time?
yes,
Making sure that she attends all of her medical appointments?
yes,
Have you been into the home to observe him with the child?
yes,
Do you have any concerns about that placement at this time?
no,
Laney's on developmental targets. She's doing what she's growing like she's supposed to be growing.
yes,
Laney's mother is Lori Kroll. Lori, since this child was born, or soon after this child was born, has kind of fallen off the face. Is that correct?
correct.
Have you had any contact with her since the last hearing?
Yes, I have had text communication with her.
We had a final hearing concerning 2 of her other children in another county about a week ago.
Yes,
And Ms. Kroll texted you prior to that hearing and told you that she had gotten an apartment and she didn't want her to have her children's parental rights or her parental rights to her children terminated.
yes, she didn't.
Has she contacted you since that time?
Yeah, well, I sent her the link to court yesterday and she replied back to me.
And what was her reply back to you?
She just said that Adam wasn't who we thought he was and just some negative stuff about him.
And she tried to do that the last couple times you have talked to her.
Not about Adam.
Okay. In any event, just for the record, there was a home study done on Adam. There were several concerns, and we delved into those concerns. And you feel comfortable with Mr. Slater having custody or at least placement of Laney at this time?
Yes,
And Ms. Kroll has not completed any of the services that were set forth in a service plan that this court ordered that she complete.
she has not.
She hasn't even started any of those services at this time.
No, she hasn't.
Will you agree with me that it would be contrary to Laney's general welfare to remove her from Mr. Slater's care and place her with Ms. Kroll's care?
I agree with that.
And would you agree with me that it would be even could be dangerous because we don't know where Miss Kroll's living or what her environment is.
Correct.
Miss Kroll has a history of drug usage, and we have concerns that she's using illegal substances now.
Yes.
Mr. Slater was a non-offending parent in this case. Were any services ordered that he be completed or that he complete?
No.
So
I mean,
there's
we
nothing.
complied with the home study. I mean, that was ordered.
So there's nothing that he needs to be doing at this point in time.
Just taking care of the child and allowing us to visit with her and that kind of stuff.
And you're comfortable leaving the child there and that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And I say he, Mr. Slater's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Yes.
You're asking the court then at this time to continue the department as temporary manager conservator of this child and leave the child in Mr. Slater's care.
Yes.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Kopic, Mr. Albee hit on this, but would it be a danger to the physical health and safety of Lainey to be returned to her mother today?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Grant.
Ms. Kopic, if you hear from her again, would you be willing to remind her to reach out to her attorney and give her my information again?
Yes.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Hamker?
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Barfield?
I have no questions, just a recommendation, Judge.
All right, recommendation.
Recommendation is that placement continue in the father's home and that the department remain a temporary managing conservator, and that this case be set for I believe this is permanency before final, so I believe we have the final already set. There's no reason to delay this any longer than necessary, I don't think, Judge.
Okay, all right. And Ms. Young, CASA have anything to add? Or whoever wants to speak for CASA? You're muted.
We have nothing more to add. We agree with Mr. Barfield.
Okay. I don't believe it is set for final, but I'm going to set it for final. So, all right. I will continue the department as temporary manager conservator, continue the current placement. I will set a final in this case for June 4th, 2025. That will be by Zoom like today's hearing, so parties and attorneys can go on the court's online docket a day or two in advance of June 4th to see exactly what time we'll have that hearing. All right, that will conclude this hearing.
Judge, before you conclude, if I may, we've had difficulties tracking Miss Kroll down, so we haven't gotten service on her at this point in time. Can I ask the court to allow us to do substituted service by posting or publication?
Yeah, tell me which way you want it.
Posting would be easier, Your Honor.
Okay, then I'll also order substituted service be made on Ms. Kroll by posting.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And again, we'll be back on June 4th for the final hearing. That will conclude this hearing. I'll be back at 9:30 to call a Carson County case. That is a permanency hearing. I will go down the list. Mr. Albee's with us for the department. Ms. Fouts is with us. And Ms. Fouts, you're there with, is that your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Misty and Brittany are both with me.
Okay. And then Mr. Hill is with us. He represents the father who I show is incarcerated. Mr. Hill, were you weren't expecting your client?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Barfield's covering for Mr. Jackson, representing the mother, Miss Morrow, who is with us. Mr. Hamker is with us. He represents another intervenor, Veronica Rodriguez, and she is with us. The only other one I show on the list is Blair Oscarson. Mr. Fouts, y'all are co-counsel on this, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. She had another conflict, so it's just me today.
Okay. All right. I need a playbook for listening to all these people. I think I've covered everybody. I've got a lot of people in the waiting room. Some of them I know are for the next case. Let me just run down the list real quick. Cindy Young, Paula Mears, Tim Sally, Tim Law, and Cindy Young's in here twice. Who do we need?
Judge Paula Mears is my caseworker. That's the only one of those that I think is involved in this case.
Okay. All right. We'll get her in.
Judge, for the record, there's a mediation that has begun but has not been completed in this case. And I hope we're getting close. And I was notified today by email that this case is set for a jury trial on February 11th.
All right.
I'm sorry?
I guess we've got that lined up.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, good.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part of a jury trial is finding a court reporter and a court. And
Right.
so I'm glad that's.
Yeah. My understanding is that the judge in that case is ready for that set. And it's been set. His administrator is the one that set it. So we're ready to go on it for that.
Judge Martindale's administrator?
That's the one I was trying to remember. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I was totally unaware of that. I'm glad. What I'm going to update my file. When's the jury trial set for?
February 11th.
Okay. Brittany, if you just go ahead and check with Judge Martindale's coordinator and be sure there's nothing we need to do.
Okay, will do.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Then I guess we're ready to proceed. Mr. Alley?
Thank you, Your Honor. I would call Ms. Paula Mears.
Okay. Ms. Mears, if you'd raise your right hand. Sorry, I had to find you. You swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
When I have this many people, I tell everybody the young ones won't know what we're talking about, but I feel like it's Hollywood Squares. I'm just looking up at a bunch of boxes with people in it. So, all right, Mr. Alley.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Mears, you're a St. Francis Ministries pharmacy specialist.
I am.
And Jackson is about 15, 16 months old.
Yes, he is.
And he's currently placed in a paternal grandparents' home.
Yes.
And that placement is meeting all of his needs.
Yes, sir.
Making sure that he attends all of his medical appointments.
Yes, sir.
As far as you know, he is meeting all of his developmental milestones.
Yes, sir.
Any special issues or special needs with Jax that we need to make the court aware of today?
No, sir.
Child's mother is Mariana Morrow.
Yes.
And she was ordered to work services in the service plan.
Yes, sir.
Has she completed any of the services in that service plan?
Yes, sir.
What has she completed?
She has completed parenting classes, her individual counseling, psychosocial evaluation, she did do one OSAR assessment, but because she relapsed, she will have to do another OSAR assessment.
All right, let me talk just a little bit about her drug situation. Part of the reason that Jax was removed from his parents was because of drug use by both parents.
Correct.
And during the length of this case, Miss Morrow has tested positive on a couple of drug screens.
Correct.
At one point in time, she went to a rehab. Do you know if she completed her rehab?
She did.
Was that rehab based upon a recommendation from an OSAR that she did?
No, she went on her own.
And after she completed her rehab, did she relapse?
She did.
And since that time, have you asked her to drug screen again?
Yes, sir.
Have you asked her on how many occasions have you asked her?
Twice since getting out of rehab.
And has she complied with that?
No, sir.
When was the last time you asked her to drug screen?
In August.
Are you asking her to drug screen today?
Yes, sir.
Are you wanting a UA and a hair follicle drug screen?
Yes, sir.
And do you know, is she residing in Emerald?
I do not know where she's living now.
And I'm going to get to that in just a minute. But the last time that you knew she was living somewhere, she was in Emerald.
She was in Canyon the last time I knew where she was living.
Is Care Express in Emerald the place that you would ask that she go drug screen today?
Yes, sir.
Has she been able to provide you with a home that is a stable home for her and any children that she would have?
No, sir.
Do you know if she's working anywhere?
I do not know that.
I'm sorry. My phone's ringing. I'm expecting a real quick phone call. I'm going to take a real quick break and take care of this.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Do you attempt to talk with Ms. Morrow each month?
I do.
And during the time when you try to talk to her, do you explain that she has to maintain contact with you?
If I can get a hold of her, yes.
And have you explained to her in the past that she needs to provide you with evidence of a home, a stable home, and evidence of a stable job?
If I can get a hold of her, yes, I do.
Would you agree with me that it would not be safe to return Jax to Miss Morrow today?
Yes, sir.
And that it would be contrary to Jax's general welfare to do so?
Yes, sir.
Jax's father is Austin O'Quinn, and he is currently incarcerated.
Yes, sir.
And is it your understanding that he's incarcerated partially on some illegal substance possession charges?
Yes, sir.
And is it your understanding from Mr. O'Quinn that he's going to eventually be sent to prison in some form or fashion?
Yes, sir.
You know when that's going to be?
I do not know.
While he's been in the Randall County Jail, have you talked with him about working services?
I have.
And do you know if he's able to complete any services while he's currently in jail?
I have provided him a parenting workbook. But other than that, his services are going to be limited.
And has he completed the parenting workbook?
Not at this time.
Has he told you when he thinks a possible release date would be for him?
He has not told me that, but I do know that he's he has signed for a 4-year sentence for one charge, and he's facing other charges.
And he's facing charges both in Randall County and Potter County?
Yes, sir.
You would agree then that it would not be safe to return Jax to Mr. O'Quinn today?
Yes, sir.
And it would be contrary to Jax's general welfare to return him to Mr. O'Quinn today?
Yes, sir.
The child's placed in Misty O'Quinn's home. Do you know if there's been any visits between Veronica Rodriguez, who's the maternal grandmother, and Jax?
Yes, sir.
And are you helping to facilitate those visits, or is that something between Miss Rodriguez and Misty O'Quinn?
No, they are handling those now.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Mears. Your Honor, I'll pass it.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Barfield?
Thank you, Judge. Ma'am, I'm, as the judge announced, I'm stepping in for Joel Jackson, so I'll represent Mom in the case. So what here's what, so from your testimony, I understand what you need from her is to go drug test if the court orders it today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You need her to provide you good contact information?
Yes, sir. That and address, please, sir.
Okay. You need her to complete another OSAR evaluation due to the relapse.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there anything else that you need from her?
Just for her to remain in contact with me.
Okay. All right. Thank you. No further questions, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hill.
No questions.
Mr. Hamker.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Mears, with respect to the visitation by Veronica with Jax, do you know how many times a week that's taking place?
No, I do not know. I do know that they're having Sunday visits for sure. And I do believe that they're having on Wednesdays. I do know that the visits are going well, as far as I know, and they're working well together. I've checked on that. I just don't know how many times a week or anything like that. I've just stepped back and let the grandmothers work together on that. And I've just taken a back seat and let the two ladies work out things.
I understand. Do you have any reason or knowledge that it wouldn't be okay to have one overnight visit, maybe like on a Saturday night, where the grandmother, Veronica, could have Jack spend the night with her? Once a month?
That is something that I would have to staff with my superiors on at this time. We haven't talked about that, so I don't feel comfortable at answering that at this time, sir. I'm sorry.
But your testimony is there's been no problems that you're aware of.
Correct. That is my testimony.
If you're the person that you staff with, if they have no problems, could you encourage that, please?
I would encourage it if it was approved by my superiors.
Okay. Could you get back with either the judge or with us if you have no problems with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's a witness, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Fouts?
I have no questions at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. All right, then. I think if no one else has further questions. Then, Mr. Albee, do you have any other witnesses?
I don't, Judge, but I didn't know if you asked Mr. Ingram if he had any questions of Ms. Mears.
Mr. Ingram, did you have questions?
I do not.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot we were on a Randall County case. All
I'll
right.
rest, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Barfield, did you have any witnesses?
I'd just like to ask Ms. Morrow a couple of questions real quick, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Morrow, if you would, please raise your unmute and raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Ms. Morrow, you understand I'm filling in for Joel?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you clearly hear what Ms. Mears needs from you in order for you to complete your services today?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about what you're supposed to do in regards to that?
No.
Okay. Can you provide her good contact information so that she can make sure to get the information you need to provide her?
Yes.
Do you have her number?
Yes.
Okay. Will you do that?
Yes.
Do you understand your failure to do that could jeopardize your ability to retain possession of your child?
Yes.
Okay. That's all the questions I have, Your Honor. You're muted, Judge.
Judge, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I've got a leaf blower right outside my door. I'm trying not to bug y'all with it. So, anybody else have questions?
I have no questions, Your Honor.
Anyone? All right, then, Mr. Barfield, did you have any other witnesses?
I do not, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Hill, any witnesses?
No, sir.
Mr. Hamker?
None, Your Honor.
Ms. Fouts?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then. All right, and Mr. Ingram, did you have any witnesses?
No, sir.
I'm looking, do we have CASA in this case?
No, sir.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, then, Mr. Ingram, recommendations.
Continue the department's temporary managing conservator. Continue placement as is. Child's doing very well with grandmother.
Okay. Okay, then, I will continue the department's temporary managed conservator, continue Jack's current placement. I'll order Ms. Morrow to both hair strand and UA drug screen by 4 p.m. today. Ms. Morrow, where are you currently at? You're muted.
I'm in Canyon. I actually did ask Paula if there was a possibility that it be moved to Canyon because I totaled my vehicle, but I'm currently using my mother's, so I can go to Amarillo and take it today.
Okay, I'm not familiar with, I don't think we don't have a testing facility in Canyon that the department contracts with, so you'll have to go to Care Express.
There's a Care Express in Canyon.
I didn't know that. Do they do drug testing there? Does anybody
Yes, sir.
know?
I don't believe that we're contracted with the Canyon Care Express.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to go to Amarillo.
Okay.
And if you don't have a ride, just let Miss Mears know, and we'll be sure you get a ride.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, then. I will also order that Ms. Morrow complete a second OSAR and follow all recommendations. And I will order that today she provide her address and contact information to St. Francis and the department. Okay, as I learned today, I guess there's a jury trial set for February 11th, 2024. Obviously, it'll be in Canyon at the Justice Center. It may or may not be in Judge Martindale's court. We have to look for whatever we can find when this comes up, and it won't be me. It'll be a visiting judge, and I assume we have one assigned. If not, we'll get on that and be sure we're ready for that. So, okay, apologize we were running late, but that will conclude this hearing. For those of you involved, I'll be back here in just Ledbetter is with us for CASA. Mr. Turner is with us representing the children. Mr. Michelson is with us representing the father. Mr. Garcia, who is incarcerated, and Mr. Siloff, who represents the mother, is Miss Alanis Yanes is not with us, nor is the mother. I'm going to bring Mr. Perales in. We had him here to interpret. We're not going to need him. So, Mr. Perales, this is Judge Graham, if you'd unmute.
Yes, Judge. Hello.
Mr. Perales, the mother who you were here to interpret for has not shown up, and this case was set for 10 o'clock. So, excuse me just a minute. I've got a leaf blower right outside my door. Okay, so this case was set for 10. It's now past 10:15. So, Mr. Perales, I'm going to go ahead and remove you so you can go about your day's business. I apologize that we're running late, and be sure and send us a bill.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, I have Tim Sally, Tim Law, and Michelle Silva in the waiting room.
Judge, I believe that Mr. Sally, that may be Mr. Seeloff.
Oh, okay. Do they office together or something?
They do, Your Honor.
Okay.
There we go, Judge.
All right, thank you. Are you here for Mr. Siloff?
Yes, sir. He had another hearing this morning and he couldn't attend both of them. So
Okay. Your client, the mother, Miss Yanes Alanis, is not with us, just so you'll know.
she should be, Judge. She is on
Hers didn't pop up.
hers. She's in another room here in my office.
Oh, is it Tim Law?
It may be so.
All right. Well, we've got a problem then. I didn't know that, and I've just released the interpreter.
Okay.
So, I guess I should have found out who these people were first.
Hers hasn't popped up.
So,
Judge, I do have an interpreter in my office if the court would allow her to sit in with her.
Certainly, that's fine if she can just sit in with your client.
But the Zoom's not up. They
Oh,
haven't accepted her in yet.
Okay, no, she's telling me the Zoom hasn't been accepted in yet.
Is that Tim Law? That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
That's the name I
correct, Judge.
have.
That's correct.
All right, so we'll get the mom in, and if your
They don't have
if your office can handle the interpretation, we can go forward. Otherwise, I'll have to reschedule because I've released our interpreter.
Okay, I'll have my interpreter sit in with her then.
Okay, and so then I'll just ask everybody to keep it kind of short and sweet since we've got an interpreter. So, all right then, we're all in now, Mr. Albee, so you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would call Miss Michelle Silva. Where are they currently placed?
They are currently placed in Dalhart, Texas, with Ruben Yanis Navarro and Araceli.
And that is their grandparent?
Yes.
And there was a home study done and it was approved, and that's the reason they were placed in that home?
Yes.
And is that placement meeting the children's needs at this time?
Yes.
Are there any special issues or special needs with any of the children that we need to bring to the court's attention?
No.
Children's mother is Anna Yanis Vehar,
Yes.
and she is no longer incarcerated.
No.
And she was ordered to work services. Has she begun working services?
Yes, she has. She has gone to probably about 3 or 4 counseling sessions with Steve Jennings. She started recently parenting classes.
And would you agree with me that the goal in this case is still family reunification?
Yes.
And that Miss Yanis is now taking steps necessary to obtain that goal?
Yes.
However, would you agree with me that she has not satisfactorily completed her services to a point that it would be safe to return the children to her care?
Yes.
And
I
therefore,
agree.
it would be contrary to their general welfare to do so.
Yes.
Father of these children is Alfredo Bayar Garcia.
Yes.
Mr. Garcia is currently incarcerated in Dalhart.
Yes.
And he has been pretty much since this case started.
Yes.
Would you agree with me then that strike it. He was also ordered to work services, but because he's in jail in Dalhart, it's difficult for him to work any services.
Yes.
Would you agree with me then that it would be unsafe to return the children to his care at this time?
Yes.
And it would be contrary to their general welfare?
Yes.
Are you therefore asking that the court continue the department as temporary managing conservator of the children?
Yes.
And leave placement where the children are currently placed?
Yes.
Is Miss Anna Yanis, is she able to exercise visits with the children?
She is.
And has she been doing that regularly?
She has.
And is that face-to-face visits?
Yes.
And have you had any reports that there are any problems with those visits?
No, no reports.
Thank you, Ms. Silva. I'll pass the witness room.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sally, any questions?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Lewis, those visits are 2 hours, 2 times a week, correct?
We changed them to 4 hours twice a week, supervised by Ruben and Araceli.
Is there any reason we can't increase that as long as they're supervised by the grandparents?
No reason.
Okay, so you would be okay with daily visits as long as the grandparents are there. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. So will we implement that then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she she's keeping up with her services, and she checks in every time she goes to either parenting or counseling. So I wouldn't have a problem.
Is there anything that you've asked her to do that she has not done?
No.
Okay. Do you have any complaints about her?
None at all.
No, so it is your goal to reunite these kids with her.
Yes.
Okay. I'll pass, please.
All right, thank you. Mr. Turner, I'm sorry, Mr. Michelson.
Thank you, Your Honor. You previously testified that Mr. Garcia has been in custody since the beginning of this case. Are there any services that he has been able to work while he's been in custody?
No.
Okay. And are you maintaining contact with him?
Yes. I have
Okay.
the scheduled visit to meet with him on Monday.
Okay. Mr. Garcia's asked for permission to visit the children. Would you agree to supervise phone contact with Mr. Garcia and the children?
We haven't discussed that, but I could speak with my supervisor regarding that.
Okay, thank you. Pass the witness.
All right, Mr. Turner.
Ms. Silva, the children are in good health?
Yes, good health.
Are there any health concerns or any ongoing medical issues of any kind?
None at this time.
You indicated that you would be in favor or not opposed to increasing visits with mom, supervised. Would on a daily basis, would those stay at 4 hours, or would you basically just leave the door open to however much time they would like to visit together?
I would probably have to speak to my supervisor regarding that. But we could probably just agree to whenever, they can do it.
Okay. Are there any other services that you would recommend for the parents or the children?
No.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Silva, the report I read said that the mother has not completed her psychosocial. Is that still the case?
Yes, she will begin that with Steve Jennings. I spoke to him yesterday, just to get a little bit of information, so she will do that soon.
Okay.
And I did want to say the visits with Dad will not be we will not be able to do those because he did victimize the children. So
yeah, I was going to take care of that already.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If no one else has other witnesses, then Mr. Turner, recommendations.
Judge, may I have one follow-up?
Sure.
On the visits.
Uh-huh.
You were asked about visits without putting any time restrictions on those. You trust the grandparents, correct?
I do.
So it wouldn't be a problem with, as long as they're there, with her being there unlimited during the day, would it?
Yes.
It would be a problem?
I don't think it would be. The parents haven't had the children for that long. So for me to monitor to see if they are going to be protective, and, interactions with mom and, they just barely went back. So for them to supervise her and the children and stuff, I think I'd give it just a little bit longer. So then we could see how that'll pan out.
So, I guess, is that something we can work into before Christmas so that she can have Christmas Day there? Is that
yeah, we can definitely talk about that.
Okay, thank you. I'll pass it.
Ms. Silva, do the grandparents work?
No, the grandparent, Ruben, is retired. He's a retired engineer.
And grandma doesn't work?
No, neither does Anna.
Yeah, I took that. So, okay. All right then. Mr. Turner, recommendations.
Your Honor, I would recommend that the department be maintained as the conservator and that placement be continued. I would oppose any sort of visits with Dad, but would basically ask the court to set any visitation schedule with mom that the court thinks is appropriate.
All right. And Ms. Ledbetter, does CASA have anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor, we're in agreement with Mr. Turner, and the children are very happy to be back with family, and they are doing great.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, then I will continue the department's temporary manager conservator, continue the children's current placements. And I will approve the daily visitation between mother and the children as long as it's supervised by one or both of the maternal grandparents that are current placement. I don't, I'm not gonna, I don't want this to be where mom's gonna just live with them and stay overnight. So I'm just gonna say visitation anytime between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. I assume we've got two young ones. They should be in bed by 8 or close to that. So they can have daily visitation between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. as long as it's supervised. I will order, just to be sure it's clear, I will order that the mother successfully complete the psychosocial and follow all recommendations. And I will order that there be no visitation for the father. All right, this is set. I'm going to set this for a final hearing on April 2nd, 2025. That will be by Zoom like today's hearing, so parties and attorneys can go on the court's online docket a day or two before April 2nd to see exactly what time of day we'll hold that hearing. So, okay, if there's nothing else, then I believe this was our final hearing, so we will stand in recess. Everyone have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank y'all. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Judge. I'll see you Monday.
All righty.